I believe that Joson Sanon is going to be Tommy Lloyd's first one-and-done high school lottery pick. I'm all in. I've watched him a lot. He reminds me a lot. I can't remember who it was that I think it was Arizona Net who said Michael Dickerson. He reminds me a lot of him. I watched Joson Sanon, and I think you guys are still missing the boat on him. There aren't 10 better prospects in the country, Sheer. I think he comes in, and whether he starts or not, I don't really care because I think he's going to be a lottery pick after 1 year. What say you, Sheer?
It was funny. Bossy tweeted me or texted me last night. He said Sanon put up 82 shots in 4 games.
Good.
Not as a bad thing. He was just laughing. And he said he made about 42%. He is a volume shooter. You know, I think in a way, like he's a perfect replacement for Caleb, should Caleb go. Like you're going to add another guard, obviously. But in terms of guys that aren't afraid to shoot, Sanon is shooting that basketball.
I need people like that. I need players like that.
Yeah, like I'm not saying it like it's a negative. Like I always joke, like shoot or shoot. Like that's what he does. And it's good. They need a guy like that. And it'll be interesting to see what happens with Caleb. But if Caleb doesn't come back, you know, yeah, it's good. By the way, we have him at 20 now, and it's about right.
I need more alphas.
Yeah,
I need more alphas, less betas. We need this is an alpha that's coming in, especially if he's coming in off the bench. I need more of him. But here's when you look at him though, physically, he's a little bit like KJ and how he just looks like an NBA player physically. You look at how he moves, you look at how everything about him. There's other guys that came in here that were that were highly rated, but Kylan Boswell never looked like somebody that was going to be, he never looked like an NBA starting point guard, even though he was a 5-star kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sanon looks like that dude.
Yeah, Sanon is an NBA player. You just know what they look like. Look, there's a difference. I always say this, like, not all 5-stars are created equal, right? And also there's good college players. Like Kylan Boswell was supposed to be good in college. He still might. But nobody thought he was going to, well, some people did. But the people that had seen him for years knew that he's not an NBA guy or a high-level NBA guy, right? Like, you could tell. Sanon is different. Like, you look at him, and you're like, okay, I absolutely could picture this guy in the NBA.
Yes. Now, and let's talk a little bit about Carter Bryant then. I believe, and this is not a slight, I don't care where the rankings are, I believe Carter Bryant is a 2-year player. But again, I think sometimes people look at that as a diss. I don't look at that as a diss at all. I think that Carter is going to be a very good player, but I think he's going to be kind of I think you coined the phrase, and I think it's actually a good one, where he is going to be somewhat of a, how do I put this? He's going to have like a KJ Lewis impact as a freshman.
Yeah, like he's going to have games where he probably plays 10 minutes because he's not strong enough or not playing well, whatever. And there's going to be games where he plays 25 minutes because he's on fire. That's just the way it is. And could he start at the 4? Theoretically, yeah, probably, but you would have struggles at times. And so I think for Arizona's perspective, you want to add a veteran that could also teach Carter, where you don't have to put that pressure on Carter right away.
Yeah, I think I think he's going to be kind of a hybrid 3-4 that first year. Now, again, going forward, he's going to be when he's in the NBA, he's going to be a perimeter player, obviously. But you also got to remember too, the COVID year is still very, very much a thing. These are grown men. Carter Bryant's going against Mike Luke and Jason Shear out here, grizzled veterans that are very strong and imposing. So when you're 18, it's not quite the same thing. So again, it's okay. And in the Big 12, this is a man's league, Jason Shear.
Yeah, I mean, someone posted pictures of the 4s in the Big 12. Just go Google like KJ Adams
235.
Yeah, like KJ Adams flexing or who Iowa State started. Like they're just big, strong dudes. It is not a knock on Carter whatsoever. You're just saying, okay, Carter, go guard this 23-year-old at the 4. It's not easy.
Right. There's nothing wrong with that. So again, guys that are multi-year players, there's nothing wrong with that. And again, Carter Bryant's still going to be looked at. He's still going to be drafted as somebody that's got a high level of potential. Carter Bryant's not coming in here, and if he stays 2 years, you're like, well, he's maxed. He's Stanley Johnson. There's nothing wrong with being here 2 years.
Yeah, nothing wrong. I would prefer him be here for 2 years for my own selfish reasons. And also, it's not bad when a player tries to realize some more potential in college. You don't have to just run to the NBA.